That was a much faster transition than I thought it was going to be.
That was real quick.
It was real quick, right? That was instant. I didn't add a thing like I probably should have. But hello and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Welcome to the Casual Morning Show. I am your host, Mike Pitts, and I hope you have had at least one cup of coffee today so far. With me today, I have Ray Fisher and Malcolm Jardine, and we're here to bring you a bright start to your weekend. Disregard the tired and maybe even grumpy faces that you see in front of you. We are some of the most positive, upbeat people that you'll see on a weekend morning.
I can't fix my face.
We've tried.
We've tried.
I've got resting grump face.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
It's true. It's true.
I've got resting tired face. My eyes are drooping. It's okay.
So if you ever want to see Jardine's resting grump face, just go look at any stream that we've ever done.
Yeah.
And when he's not
Even
talking,
when he's having a blast.
you'll see it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There it is. There it is.
Like you stop laughing, you can see it now. Anyway, how are you guys doing this morning?
I'm good.
That's good.
I'm tired. It's early.
It is. Yeah. Shout out to Jardine for showing up, even though he's in a different time zone and it's earlier for him than it is for the rest of us. But
Yeah, and showing up on time even.
Yeah.
Right.
you gotta let that one go.
I take the wizard approach to arriving for things. Okay, I arrive precisely when I mean to.
That's
Ray-
the Pitts approach. Don't do that.
True. I will say yes. Also, you said you thought it started at 9:30. So you're wrong on both
Wow,
accounts.
way to call me out. Okay, all right. Okay.
I'm just saying, we just gotta call it like it is.
All right. Well, I mean, lesson learned. I know for next time that you're on your own.
He thinks he's getting asked
On my
back.
own. Jardine was before me. Jardine messaged me at like 8:31, and he's like, "Hey, where are you?" Or no, he just said, "I'm on." I was like,
I'm on.
"I'll be there in like a second."
Yeah, when it's like hit enter, Pitts had popped up on the screen.
Yeah.
I woke up at 7:45, and I was like, "Oh, I've got like another 45 minutes to sleep. This is cool."
Jeez.
All right,
Sometimes you gotta roll the dice.
gotta roll a hard 6,
Oh, hard 6. Okay. Well, let's get started. Let's get into things. We wanna bring some brightness and happiness to people's days. So let's talk about some good news. Anybody have some good news stories that they want to share?
I feel good story-ish.
I like feel good. I like to feel good.
I think it was yesterday. Serena Williams played her last tennis match.
That's
Officially
what I was
retired?
seeing. I did
Okay,
see
yeah.
like a bunch of people on Twitter talking about like, I remember seeing her play, and I was like, why are you talking about this? That
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, she got knocked out of, what was it, the U.S. Open or something? Whichever tournament's going on right now. But it's basic because she said beforehand this was going to be her last tournament.
Damn. How long has she played for? Everybody know? Like off the top of their head?
27 years. I read the
Holy
whole article.
Fuck.
Holy crap! I still
That's
see
a
her as like
lot.
the young badass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right? Like it's like
And now she's the 30-plus mom who plays tennis. Yeah.
Jeez,
that's wild.
Crazy.
Good for her
I
though.
mean-
like what a good career.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You know
an
what I mean?
illustrious career, right?
Yeah.
How many championships under her belt?
24 singles. It's
That's
the
crazy.
second most.
Oh right, but I was like in my head, like I'm thinking like hockey terms. I'm like, okay, so there's like one major tournament every year. I'm like, so
There's
24 out of 27? That's pretty good. But obviously, yeah. A little
Yeah.
different. That's still like fucking impressive.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a record. Like she must hold a record for that.
It is not.
Does
Because
her sister do better?
no. No. In the article, it said that there was, I forget her name, but there was another woman who has 30, but that was before professionals were allowed to play. So it was kind of like out of the realm of reality that someone's ever really going to beat that.
Right. That's,
Right,
I mean,
this was
In
a
the
hobby
modern
player.
era, she's.
I was gonna
crushed
say,
the
yeah,
world
there should be like a
tennis.
modern, yeah. Good for her though. That's wild.
So, has she talked to any about like what her plans are after retirement, or?
Just fucking dive into her
I
pool
didn't
full of
read
money.
like a dozen articles on
Oh
this.
no, just curious if like they covered it or anything like that. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like, what do you do after you retire from like a major sports career.
Well, I do wonder if it's a lot like other sports. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of hockey players. Obviously, I'm hockey biased, but like, they'll get into coaching or GMing or whatever. Like maybe she'll just do that, or again, just dive into her pool full of money.
Yeah, or like do the Wayne Gretzky thing and buy a vineyard and make
Sure.
passable wine.
She'll probably do more stuff to promote like women in tennis because that's been her spiel for the last
That's awesome.
quarter century.
Yeah.
Yep. It's good. That's a
boy.
good one. It's a good move.
Yep.
I like it. That's awesome though. Good for her.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What about you, Ray? What do you got?
Okay. So the 9-year-old in me is very excited about this.
Kevin Sorbo.
But
we talked
Kevin
about this
Sorbo,
before we started.
Wow.
I shouldn't have brought it up. My bad.
Almost got a spit take.
I know. This is close. Not Kevin Sorbo. He's terrible. Don't worry about him.
He's human refuse.
Yeah, he's shit.
Yeah. No, so out in Alberta this week, actually, care of the Weather Network, a 55 million year old fossil of a hadrosaur, which are like the 4-footed like duck-billed guys with like the swept back skull.
Which Jurassic Park were they in?
Probably 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they were in 2 or 3. Like honestly, actually showed up.
I was joking, but yeah, it's awesome.
It's me and dinosaurs. Come on. But they found a fossil that ground penetrating radar shows that it's likely fully intact, but it has the skin still on it.
Oh yeah, I saw that article too.
I didn't know that was like a.
It's been like mummified.
Yeah, it was like purely mummified. It looks like it was probably back when like Alberta was a roiling oil field.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing is like fully. Oh, and it's also a youth, which probably contributed to like the keratin breaking down much more slowly over time.
Yep.
But yeah, it just there's a full dinosaur skeleton in the mountains of Alberta.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's going to take them something like 5 years to actually fully excavate because that's the way archaeology works. Right? Yeah. But just absolutely incredible to think that in my lifetime they're going to excavate a dinosaur that actually has its full skin. Like they showed in the video. I mean, obviously it's discolored from being fossilized.
Yeah, which is sad.
But
it'd be really cool
you can
to
see like mottled browns, blacks, and grays on the skin of this thing, and I'm just so excited to see what this actually looks like.
Yeah, so and you could probably like draw from that they were like multi-toned and things like that. That's why they would have mummified in a certain way. Excuse me.
Well,
One thing. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that there's also probably some sort of like spectrographic test that they can run to find out what colors would have been drained from the skin or bleached from the skin. So I think they'll probably be able to recreate the actual proper lifetime colorings of this thing. That's awesome. I don't think that's an insight that we've ever had before.
No. I mean, like, you watch like Jurassic Park and you get like greens and browns, but they're probably just basing that off of like actual like lizards and shit. Right? I don't know. Maybe they do know. I'm not an archaeologist. I have no idea. I used to be I wanted to be when I was a child.
Yeah, because of Dr. Alan Grant.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, your childhood brain.
Velociraptor.
Yeah, you ignore the scary parts of the movie from as a child, right? And you're like, but the other part, like, that looks really cool. Yeah. It's going off on a bit of a tangent for a second. It's really interesting. So my mom's told me like numerous times that I used to know all of like the scientific names for like every dinosaur in the museum that we would go to.
Oh, you too, eh?
Yeah. And it's like, I don't fucking know now. Like that whatever information I held at that point was probably one of the most impressive things I would have known, and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, well, it's because you were probably like 9 years old, like me.
Yeah, just like memorizing.
Absolutely obsessed with dinosaurs and just memorizing because it's all you did. It was the same with me and sharks because I realized that like dinosaurs and sharks weren't really that far removed from one another.
Right.
And I was just obsessed with the fact that these sharks were like finely tuned across millions of years apex predators.
Yeah.
Right. Like them and crocodiles and alligators basically. And I knew like the scientific names for all these things, but then you start becoming a teenager, I guess, and those things pull away.
It's like, it's just gone.
Yeah. Left in favor of Smash Brothers moves.
I do know all those, so yes.
Right, yeah,
From like the N64 version, I could played.
I don't know those.
All right, Mr. like
You
non-console.
filthy PC gamer. Joking. No one's ever said those
I had
words.
a console.
What console?
I had a PS1.
There you go.
Okay. And an Xbox eventually.
Yeah, because you were a lonely kid.
Right. When I had 360, I was living.
You had a 360. I was gonna say, I know that 360. I saw that 360 in person a lot. We played Reach on that 360 very frequently.
Yeah, for like a year straight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We played a lot of that game, dude.
You know, Reach is one of the ones I didn't play back then.
I heard it was good.
It was like the last good one.
Yeah.
I like it most of the modern Halos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that. This is a good news. This is a good news morning show, and there's not a lot to be had there. Well, I got a good one. So this is gonna start low and it's gonna end high. Okay, so I want to set the stage here. So I think, as a lot of us probably know, there's been a bit of a wheat shortage over the last while, just due to like a lot of stuff going on globally. Well, good news is that the wheat harvest from Canada is actually rebounding. So we're on pace to have one of the third largest wheat harvests of all time since we started recording that information, which was back in like 1908.
Oh, wow.
Which is great because we actually were expecting it to be very bad, because last year we had one of the worst wheat harvests since 2007, which is just due to like droughts and stuff like that, not getting obviously like enough water, right? We didn't get a lot of rain last year. This year, it's like just rebounded huge.
Yeah.
So that's just like kind of a big one up to Canada. Good job, farmers.
Yeah, we have had a very wet season this year.
Yeah.
Like wet spring, wet summer.
It's definitely felt like at least one rain, at least like here in like the Ontario area where like Ray and I live. We've had like, it's like at least one good rain a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been good, but yeah, I thought that was really awesome because, we don't shout out Canadian farmers enough. So
I had no idea there was a wheat shortage last
year.
Yeah,
bread prices
kind of skyrocketed.
Unfortunately, with the whole, because Ukraine exports a ton of wheat.
They are the largest.
I think they're the largest
wheat exporter in the world. Yeah, and obviously with Russia being in control of their southern port and that portion of the sea, they're not able to get a lot of that stuff, and a lot of it's just
they've only recently started actually shipping it out again.
Yeah, they've been allowed to, right?
Yeah, so that's started up again. But again, Canada's coming in because I think we're one of the third largest.
I knew we sit somewhere between like third and fifth for like wheat export.
Oh, sorry, we're the seventh largest. My bad.
Yeah, good job, prairies.
Yeah, but it's going to go up like 55%, which is awesome.
That's fantastic.
Dude, it's 34.6 million metric tons that we're exporting this year.
That's so much wheat.
It's a ton, but like, and I don't know if you guys noticed at the store, but like bread prices have gone up.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The prices for everything have gone up though, so
yeah. I mean, yeah, you kind of absorb it with the rest, but like I know that it used to be you could get a loaf of bread for just like $1.75.
Oh yeah, even that too. Yeah.
And then it was like
Wonder Bread eating motherfucker.
Oh no, I moved away from that for the longest time. Oof.
He wasn't talking about the bread.
That's so rude and
true.
Oh no.
But then you can get the like loaf of bread, like the one of those ancient grains or whatever, like 2 for $5. Now it's like it was 2 for $5.25, and then it was 2 for $6. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah. Like I just want toast. I just want my avocado toast. Come on, I'm a millennial.
Yeah, just let me have my avocado toast.
Yeah, but now you're buying avocados for like $2.50 each. That's
it's usually
rich for my blood.
Like 3 for $5 here. It's not so bad.
Yeah, although it's kind of like you get it's a crapshoot as to which ones are going to be ripe and which ones are just going to never ripen and never be good to eat.
Just going to be hard forever.
Yeah.
I've got an interesting grocery story that I'm going to be able to do. So
this is a future story?
Kind of. It hasn't opened yet.
Okay.
So, as you guys know, I started at Nate this week, so I'm back in college. But
that's a good news story.
Sure. They've got a retail meat section in the school because like a couple of the programs are like
agriculture?
No, like butchery and like that kind of stuff, and they just sell the meat that the students like cut up, and they sell it for cheap.
I fucking love that. I love that idea. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be able to buy chicken, beef, fish, and cheese for cheap at the school.
Cool.
Now you gotta go get yourself like a meat grinder, get all like the right cuts of beef so you can make your own burgers.
Or I don't need to do that because they'll probably be doing that.
Actually, yeah, they'll probably like be willing to grind it up.
Soft,
or
but
whatever.
Okay.
Like it's because of like the butchery apprentice programs and that kind of stuff, and the meat cutter programs.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm glad that a program like that exists because it is absolutely necessary. But that's got to be a tough program. Like you really have to be committed to wanting to work in the meat industry to go through that.
There's a lot of like apprentice programs, and for like 6-week periods, they have to come to like the school for like in class stuff, and then they go back after the work. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, man, if I can get cheap meat, that kind of stuff, why not?
Yeah, why not?
The meat's already cheap comparatively everywhere else. So.
Well, yeah, by virtue of being where you are, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I went out there with my previous job, and they, like everything is like, try our beef, like all over the place, like AAA Albertan beef. And I was like, no, I think I'm gonna have, it was like shrimp tacos or something. And the waitress like looked at me. She's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
You came all the way out here and you didn't get some bird beef?
That was exactly it. She was like, "You don't want beef?" I was like, "No, I don't. I want fish tacos." Your manager was talking about how good they are. Like,
yeah, you know what they have to import because they don't have a whole lot of water?
Yeah,
fish.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She was not impressed that I did not want Alberta beef.
Yeah, but it's real cheap. Like just in general, like how much would like a pack of ground beef cost you guys?
I think like what, $8 to $10 a kilogram right now,
something like that.
Yeah, so it's like $7 here.
Okay, so that's pretty significant.
It's like it's on sale all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, please just help us get rid of it. We have so much.
There's so much.
34 million metric tons.
If you want more steak, you got to finish your burgers. I have another. This one's a bit of a smaller one, but I came across it. So there was a Soberfest that was held in BC, which I thought was a really cool idea. So it's like targeted for people who have had like substance abuse problems in the past. And so like they set up, it's literally like a music festival, but they do not serve anything like alcoholic or anything like that. Like none of that's allowed on the premises. And in doing so, they also raise money for charities to help people who are like recovering from addiction and stuff like that. And they raised like $272,000. That took place outside of Victoria, like a week ago or something. So
that's really great, but for sure there was a drug dealer there. For sure there was somebody.
Why you gotta take it down like that? Come on now.
Hey, I'm happy they did it, but like that's like your entire client base. Somebody was there.
Music festivals, yeah.
I mean,
a music festival for like recovery drug addicts. Like that's the whole client base.
I am going to operate under the assumption that security was really good there. Nobody was able to do that stuff. These people wanted to remain where they were because, again, they were like recovering people.
I'm
be a
all
negative
for
Nancy
humanity being like good and positive, but
there was probably some slime ball there. But
100%.
let's assume good faith.
Let's just hope he got arrested and kicked out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, raising $250,000 for a foundation like that is no joke.
Yeah, and it was for long-term recovery specifically. That's what they were raising the money for.
Okay.
That's good.
Which was great.
Oh, that's awesome. And that was out in BC, eh?
Yeah, that was out in BC.
Right on.
So.
Yeah, and like when you said Sober Festival, like immediately I was ready to sneer at it. I'm like, that sounds like a blast. But
yeah, but then the charity comes in, and now you can't say those things, can you?
No,
you can.
Well, yeah, we know you have no bounds.
Positivity.
Oh, did you guys hear about Gorbachev?
Oh no. Did he tear down the wall?
He died
Yes.
this week.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So there's like a big
Is
funeral
that the good news
service.
story you're bringing? I heard
Well,
they wouldn't give him a
did a
state.
fair amount for the USSR.
Yeah, but they wouldn't give him a state funeral or something.
Oh, yeah.
Putin
Well,
said no.
Yeah. Well, there
they
you
don't
go.
like him because he's not like ex-KGB and everything.
Yeah.
And he got rid of the USSR.
Oh, he got rid of the USSR. Helped East Germany, reintegrate. The current political climate in Russia would not be a big fan of Gorbachev.
No. Putin wants the USSR, so he's not happy about the person who got rid of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But still a state funeral. They don't happen very often. It's a point of interest in the world.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, I'll give you that.
He had a huge birthmark on his head. He did.
Good news.
Yes,
he was well known for it.
He was. It's hard to hide.
I mean,
a lot of makeup.
It was a walking Rorschach test, yeah.
Yes, it didn't help that he was very bald too.
Yeah.
So you can't comb over on it.
I don't know. You guys got anything else?
What
about anything personally for you guys?
Well, I mean, a good little fluff piece is just that I saw that a lady in California was reunited with her cat 5 years after it went missing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's cool. Just like a nice little thing where she lost her cat. She had posters around for years, and then suddenly the local Humane Society was like, hey, we think we have your cat. We had an old poster here.
No way.
Yeah,
that's pretty lucky.
Yeah, he's starting to go blind. He's a little malnourished and that kind of thing, but it's all things that can be helped by being properly taken care of. So she's been reunited with her pet, 5 years later, and gets to take care of him. So I thought that was kind of sweet.
Yeah, when I was nice. I think when I was probably 8 or 9. So my mom had got 2 cats for us. It was Oliver and Twister. Haha, get it? Twister ran away. Twister was technically my cat, I think. Twister ran away, and I'm still waiting for someone to return Twister to me. It's only been
17 years.
A virtual hug.
25.
I don't think you're gonna be able to see him.
No. 25 years later, I think someone will bring him back to me.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. As an archaeological find.
Jesus.
That's okay. I can talk about previous pets, but let's not do that.
Agreed.
Let's not.
Something I'm happy about. My fucking garden's doing really well.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'm really proud. This is the first time I've ever tried to grow actual fruiting plants, and it has gone very well. I have more red peppers growing now, though I am worried with how cold the nights are getting that's not going to go super good. But you can't help it. I still have more.
Have you guys been picking them?
Yeah. I have the peach peppers. Those ones are going, and I think I'm actually going to get some reapers. But fuck, is that one going slow?
Hey, so if you need any reapers, I can hand them off to you because I've got so many. Awesome. I had 2 reaper plants, and they are the biggest out of all of them. The one's got a dozen peppers on it minimum. The other one has probably about 2/3 that amount.
Okay.
But they are so my habaneros are turning red right now. I'm going to start picking some of them because I know that depending on the color that you pick them at, you can sort of dictate their heat.
Yep.
The reapers are sort of at that peach color right now.
Okay.
1 or 2 of them, but the reapers are still that pale green apple green right now.
Yeah.
They take so much water to get that heat in them. Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm very, very persistent about watering. I always check it every single morning before the sun gets too high and all that stuff. And I was really worried I wasn't going to get any reapers at all because it really seemed to be going that way. It's there's a fuck ton of flowers on that plant right now, but nothing. You know how you can start seeing them converting into the fruits.
Yeah.
I just haven't really seen that, but
Yeah, if it ends up being a bust, let me know because I was already saying to you, Shanda, that I was I think I'm gonna have to share some peppers with Pitts because, I can't possibly use that many reaper peppers in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Oh my god.
How are you going to use one in a year?
Yeah.
Because aside from Extra Life, what are you really using them for?
Well, so what I want to do is, I mean, obviously, because the time difference between Harvest and Extra Life is about 2 months.
Yeah.
Give or take.
So we have to change them into sauces.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to freeze them, right? Ooh. Preserve them, and then take them out probably 2 weeks before we do Extra Life, and that's when I'll start working on the sauces. So I don't have to worry about like bottling and storing the sauces. We can have something new. Yeah. But I mean, for the hottest sauce, 1 Reaper, and like probably not even a full Reaper.
I mean, I think we got to see if we can convince anybody, like at a certain goal amount, to just eat a Reaper.
Okay, what's the goal amount for you guys to eat a Reaper?
$10,000. $10,000. I'm not kidding.
Let's make it a realistic goal because we want to actually see the pain.
Yeah, it's tough. Like
$50?
So
$10,000.
Have you guys seen the video? Who was it? Ryan Reynolds put one out for a new company that he did.
For the
and he gets Steve-O to eat a raw one.
I did hear about it, but I didn't see it.
Oh, Steve-O, like it's Steve-O. He's been hurt in more ways than any of us like combined. Yeah. And he is having a bad fucking time.
Yeah, he's miserable during the
like it is one of those things where, like, if we were actually going to have somebody eat a raw Reaper, I would think I would want somebody medically trained in some way to be on site.
I'm in full agreement because like even just the habanero that I bit into the other day, I was like, okay, yes, this is hot. I can feel my body doing the panic thing. That's normal. That's totally fine. But I was like, the Reapers are literally 30 times hotter.
Yeah.
I think I would actually be in danger of some sort of cardiac event.
That's the thing, right? Like that's I think the biggest worry is like the heart rate.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting older. We're not that old, but like we're getting older. And how many years does each Reaper take off your life? I don't know.
But like how many packs of cigarettes is it equivalent to? You know. But like, yeah, I agree with you. I think that we would want somebody there to like basically put like a cold compress on us, make sure we're
like
okay.
at least like a nurse friend, you know what I mean? Just somebody who's like, I'll know when things are going really bad and we need to get like professionals.
That is why I like if somebody wanted us to bite into one, and I'm saying I would, but that's why the Extra Life money goal has to be $10,000.
It's got to be up there. I don't disagree.
Because that is so much stress in our bodies.
Yeah.
Like that like Extra Life, playing Hot Ones is fun and it's already like kind of intense and we're in pain for a couple days after. To bite into a pure Reaper pepper, I want to have died raising a lot of money for charity. That's where I'm at.
I'm gonna go out.
I want to go out for a cause.
I will say Aaron struggles much more than you guys during the
I don't think I would let him
and Brickley, I wouldn't let it happen.
Brickley was just straight up dying last year.
Dude, I don't this is a happy morning show. I don't want to get too into it, but like the description of what came out of him
no,
I'm talking about when he puked.
I know.
Oh yeah. It was. We're not going to get into it, right? We're not going to get into it because it might be people feel sick. Let's not do that. But it literally, like, it legitimately worried me. Yeah. And I think it really worried him for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think he was worried that like his stomach lining was coming off.
Yeah.
And coming out. So yeah, I don't.
But again, probably a legitimate fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can picture what was happening to his internals that day. And again, like, it's fine, it's fun. I know that I in particular do well overall, or better overall compared to everybody, but that's because I think I'm just a sadist. But like, to bite into a Reaper like that, we would need somebody medically trained around. That's just not messing around.
Yeah, honestly, like
I'm gonna be wearing gloves and a face mask.
Yeah.
When I cut this thing up.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to cooking down. Like I'm going to try cooking down some of the peach ones I have like now, just to see what kind of sauce I can make, and I'm happy to bottle it and whatever, because I have, I think 6 more right now sitting on my plant that I have to pick in the next couple of days once they finally fully ripen. But I don't know exactly what that's going to do to my apartment.
Windows open, like hood vent on, everything.
The problem with the hood vent in my apartment, and I was talking to Danielle about this. The the exit on where the hood vent goes is just back into the kitchen. It doesn't go outside. Yeah, like no joke, it doesn't go outside.
Yeah.
Like I was like, where does this go? Because like there's a fan, and right above the fan is my microwave, but there's no tube that would like take it behind the microwave. And like when you look at the cupboards above the microwave, there's no exit vent.
Okay, so it's
and she was like, it has to go out. I'm like,
kitchen.
I don't think it goes out. So then I put my hand above where the microwave is, and there's like this little exit vent. Like it just shoots it right back above where it had gone in from. Yeah.
It's okay. There was a place I had when I was living in Preston.
Yeah.
That the kitchen vent and the bathroom fan were connected. So if you're cooking, you can smell it in the kitchen, and if you were doing stuff in the bathroom, yeah. Let's just say it's not great when you're making pasta and
it smells like fart.
Smells like fart. Yeah. Like, I don't think I did
anything. Did the sauce go bad? What happened?
And then that's when I realized I walked into the washroom to go wash my hands. I'm like, it smells like sauce in here. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's what I get for living in a 100-year-old apartment building.
Yeah.
There has to be like a company that you can contact that way you provide them with the peppers and that kind of stuff and like the recipe, and they'll make it.
Oh, probably.
Because you probably don't want to do that in your place.
Oh, I'm gonna make it in my place.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm gonna let the roommates know. I'll be like, listen, cutting up reapers today. If you are anxious about it, maybe stay in your room, maybe go out. But like, things are gonna get spicy in here.
Yeah, if I need to, I'll get all the animals into my bedroom and close the door and like put a towel under the door. You know what I mean? Like I'll really block it off so that they just get the fresh air from the outside.
Sorry, you just reminded me that because I'm growing my stuff like actually outside in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
And we had a because I've got reapers and ghosts out there, and a squirrel bit into a ghost pepper, and you actually heard it squeal and take off, and there's just this like desiccated pepper left on the ground. So what we did is we like put it on a stick up in front of the other plants as like a warning.
Don't fuck around here,
like don't
little
fuck
squirrels.
Around. And the thing is, not a single other pepper has been bit.
That is something that they recommend actually, is growing hot peppers like around your garden, because if animals that want to go in your garden have one of those, they'll be like, well, fuck this place. This place is murder.
We've had nothing else nibbled on since then. Like, we don't even see squirrels in the backyard anymore. It's like he had a bad time and went and told his friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, our
guys, you can't, don't go there.
The best part is that like our tomatoes are doing great, and I think I'm gonna be able to make my hot sauce with like homegrown tomatoes as well. Oh man, I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. What else we got? You guys got any more good news you want to share, or do we want to talk about or do we want to start looking ahead?
I do just want to say, for something that I'm proud of.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is honestly Thursday night Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It was fun to watch. Like,
it went smooth, which was good, considering they usually don't start smooth.
You said good, but it sounded like you meant surprising.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Aaron and I, over the 3 days like preceding Thursday, we probably spent about 8 hours online together, just like fine tuning and getting things where we wanted, trying to make sure that Sirenscape was working the way we wanted, because it's a good program. It's just not easy to use for streaming. Right. Yeah. Very intuitive otherwise, but just not easy to set up for streaming. But like just seeing how everybody was like really into their characters right away. I immediately like Okami. I had a lot of fun with him. Just be like, oh shit, that's a bomb.
That's
that's a bomb.
A reasonable response when you see a bomb.
Yeah.
Like,
but damn it.
Just I can see me like, okay, I can fix cars. I can probably fix this. Like, you know.
Yeah. You want to know what? I 0 in demolition.
I know you do. I know you do.
0 skill points in it. I was seat in my pants.
Yeah, sweating a little bit. And then like Blitz is a lot of fun. I think I'm loving the golden retriever energy.
So I had missed it too. Is Blitz? Is he have? Because he had a digital thing that happened on his face where he went game on or whatever.
It's the back of his head.
So he's got
back of his head. Okay.
LED screen installed in the back of his head. Yeah, that basically just like feeds off his brain.
I love that.
And will like put messages. So there's some fun I'm gonna have with that. The introduction of Crash, our Rocker Boy's axe.
Yeah, like the
extended like guitar / axe.
Yeah,
that was a great moment. And just I already feel how in love with her vehicle Harpy is.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we have gotten a lot of comments on how well it went and how much people enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So I'm just I'm proud of it, and I can't wait to continue the saga of the Edge Runners here and see what happens.
You know what? I'm really proud of us in general. That's a good point. Like we've done a lot of we've made a lot of changes recently for the better, like good changes, like not like and not like getting rid of anybody. I don't mean it like that way, but like, you know, we've really started to buckle down on certain things. Shout out to like Peaches for all the stuff he's doing on social media and Rebecca for helping him. Because we're getting a lot more stuff out there. We're getting, you know, more traction. More people are seeing it, which is great. You know, Rowan, we're finally getting into games. He's not just writing stuff for us in the background, which his writing is amazing. So I've been loving it. Whenever he gets to write the recap and I don't have to, I'm extra happy. But he was great in the game, and now we get to see him coming up on Tuesday. Like he's going to be running, he's going to be DMing a game too, which is wicked.
I'm really excited for that too because like. Zero offense meant, like we've been playing D&D together for like 3 years now.
Oh yeah.
And it's awesome. I love it, but it's going to be very interesting to see somebody else run a system that I'm now fairly familiar with.
Yeah.
In a different way.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm pretty excited for that, and getting to play a character that's broody but for a reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as opposed to Silas just being a teenage dickhead. You know. Yeah. But we as a crew are doing fantastic work.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron is absolutely indispensable.
Aaron, I was talking to Danielle about this a bit. I feel so bad sometimes for Aaron, but I know he loves what he does. But like, especially because we started setting up a whole bunch of new stuff all at the same time.
Yeah.
So the stuff he's had to do, he's been pretty swamped. So huge shout out to Aaron. Anything you see that looks pretty, like this. Where's my finger go? Oh, I don't have one. Well, right above me, the Casual Morning Show. He like slapped that together for me yesterday, just so we'd have an icon for this specific show. You know, we've been helping each other with like Mid-Journey stuff. He put together all the backgrounds that you saw for Cyberpunk.
Are you kidding me? Our icon, our logo for Bleed for Speed.
Was awesome.
Oh, man.
The Onshire stuff, which I don't think people like the greater people haven't seen yet. They will see soon. Oh, they saw the teaser, which is kind of the same vibe and stuff. Like that looks awesome. Like it's just it all looks so good, and you know we just keep improving how our streams look, and almost entirely it's thanks to him. Everybody else does very little lifting. Like he sends me things, and then I just put them in the places I need to, and then I'll usually send him a screenshot of where I put it, and he goes, no, do this instead, and I go, okay.
He makes me want to learn how to use Photoshop, so that I can just maybe pick up some of that slack, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think I might do that, but I'm just so proud of like where we started and where we are now. Is such a great chasm.
Yep.
And I think that we've got a lot moving forward. And it's only onward and upward from here.
It's nice to see for us because like, you know, we've gone through a lot of, we've gone through a lot of peaks and valleys over the last few years, but this ramp up to kind of where we are now has been a few months in the making, and I think that's been the big difference for us. You know, we got Rebecca and Rowan in, which again, great people. I would never change them out for anybody else. And then like we slowly started building things. Like we're not just getting, you know, a ton of people watching us from like Extra Life and then teetering out, right? I think we need to be careful about how, you know, December is going to go. Probably going to have to record a bunch of stuff ahead of time just because like people are going to be off and they're going to want to spend time with your families. And, you know, we don't want to take that away from anybody. But yeah, it's just been
slackers.
Just because your family is far away from you. But no, it's awesome and I'm pumped. And you know what? On that note, let's start talking about things that we're looking forward to. And one of the things for me is D&D on Thursday, because I feel like we're finally at a point where, you know, a lot of different storylines are all converging. Everything's all starting to come together. You guys are getting more of a glimpse at, you know, some of the stuff that's happening behind the scenes. And, you know, I spent a while kind of deciding how I wanted things to go in this campaign and like what I wanted the storyline threads to be. But it's a lot of stuff that like you can't start off at that point. It'd be weird. It'd be jarring, right? So I know it was a bit of a slow pace to start with, but I feel like things are now gonna take off
like
for the better.
This whole thing has been like trying to boil a pot on medium high. You know what I mean? Where it's taking a long time to get there, but once it starts boiling, if you're not watching it, that pot's gonna boil over. And I can feel us hitting that simmer point right now. And just to pull the curtain back just a little bit. I had a sneaky suspicion that when we went to the fighting ring, that whole situation was going to happen.
Fair.
I was like, I need to lose. I need to lose because that will put Dad in a spot where he thinks he's got the power. Okay.
I like it.
So
it didn't help that your rolls were like terrible.
Oh yeah, no. I was hoping to do better.
Yeah,
and that's where a lot of my frustration came out of, right? But the fact that I like Silas lost that fight, I was like, perfect. This is excellent. And so I'm looking forward to how that whole interaction goes. I'm pretty stoked for Thursday, honestly.
The way that fight turned out, since like all you did was use fear, is like you went boo and then clobbered.
I know. I was like, man, because I got the mind spike off. I was like, okay, all right, I can make fear happen. I really want to see my father shaking his. God,
you can try to make fear happen.
It was good though. Like I thought it was a good move, and it's worked for Silas so well in the past in other like fighting arenas. Like why not work with what you like know is successful, right? So it's
and
really
then
good.
just I have that, you know, in anime like when a character just gets fucking ragdolled, and you see them like
like the roll slide.
You know when like Vegeta gets side slapped by like Frieza, like that whole thing, or Krillin gets slapped by anybody.
Hey, don't do my brother Krillin.
Hey,
like that.
no, you know I've got mad respect for Krillin.
Who was first out in the Tournament of Power? Krillin.
Hey, he's the strongest human in the world.
Yeah, that's not saying a lot.
I mean, but like
say it's something.
To be more accurate, I was gonna say to be more accurate, Silas got Yamcha'd. Bad, and I pictured him like slide roll. It's like, it's hilarious, but I'm so sad for Silas.
Charlie actually got to win a fight because she got her ass whooped in the previous one.
I thought the previous one was close. No,
she forfeited because you put her down to like 3 HP.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I didn't want to go unconscious since it was my turn. It was like, I'm out.
It's fair now.
No, it's pretty interesting to see this like sort of thing boiling over, because if I'm not mistaken, you said that this campaign you have it planned out for us to hit level 20. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we're at level 5 or 6 right now.
6.
Yeah. So I'm just interested to see how the progression goes, because you guys know me. I'm very much old school in my mentality towards D&D. I personally love the grind. I love XP. But milestone is the way to go.
It's way easier to deal with.
Yeah. And you don't get the stagnation of characters
No.
as much, and it also pushes D&D away from just being about fights.
Yeah, let's
exactly right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm interested to see how our characters grow. If people like take multi-class or like, because I feel like a lot of the character changes and character class changes, because we're pretty good role players. I think that we know that a lot of that, any changes to our characters are generally dictated by the narrative.
Yep.
Right. So I'm just interested to see who grows and how.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And and I know, Jordan, you look a little surprised there, but like I have what I would say would be all the major plot points to take you guys through to like the end of leveling if you wanted to.
I didn't know about the level 20 thing.
Oh yeah. The whole purpose too, like behind building a new world, building the Pantheon and all this kind of stuff was so that I had all the pieces that I needed and felt comfortable using to take everybody all the way. I could have, reused things like fucking Cord and, like all the major deities that exist in like the other realms and stuff, but I wanted something that was a little bit more customizable.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's fair.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah, it's kind of nice. And I think maybe something that we're all learning as GMs as we play further games is, like, at least for me, what I try to do, particularly with Bleed for Speed, is I've got my plot points for how the story's going to go, because I want this to be a full narrative, a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
But what I've done is try to create the sandbox.
Yeah.
Which is, there are these locations all the way through that you guys have access to. Okay, do you want to go to the bar Totentans? All right, go to the bar Totentans. But I've also filled it with NPCs. So each place has 2 to 3 major NPCs. I mean major in that, they have stories and backgrounds and they have stuff going on. But that's exactly it, is that I've created, people to be in these places. And then if we need somebody else, you get the 3-line NPC.
Yeah.
This is who they are. This is what they do. What's their secret? And just kind of let everybody play in the sandbox from there. And then whatever happens organically is what we deal with.
Yeah.
It's
I think that's the way to do it, right? Especially with this group. Like, I've probably talked about it like 100 times, but like I learned very early on when we started streaming, a couple of years ago, that you guys never do the thing I expect you to do.
Right.
Most recent example is when you guys went and talked to Timon and like wanted to figure out that fucking cube. It's like, you guys are like, okay, we have all these threads, like Silas is down and stuff. Let's go figure this out. But first, let's see what we can do about this cube. And that took like the whole episode. You know what I mean? It was like, okay.
First we forgot we had this like MacGuffin the whole time.
Yeah, you have this like relic of the past. It's like, oh yeah, let's go check that out. And it's like, oh, I guess we're not going to do the Coliseum fight yet. Okay, yeah, cool, whatever.
That's fine. Yeah, because you had somebody there that was prepared to deal with those things.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. You fill it up, and I mean, you're using your own world, which is arguably a lot more work, whereas I'm using most of what's available in the Cyberpunk rulebook.
Yeah.
But like the NPCs and whatnot are my own, but a lot of the locations and vague storylines around there, those are mine. But like, or the books, but like that doesn't diminish anything we're doing.
Oh no, not at all.
But yeah, it is. I think the trick as a GM is just to expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Just do a little bit of preparation, because your characters are never going to do what you want them to do.
No.
And I think that's the key thing, is that I know, even looking back at some of our VODs from like 2-3 years ago, is that you and I were both like, we have a story that we're trying to tell, and we're trying to like railroad or shoehorn everybody.
Go left.
Go left. And it's like, well, of course the characters are going to go right. It's the video game players and all of us. Okay, we know the path ahead is left, but there's probably treasure to the right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think once you learn to stop shoehorning and just let things happen, because as the GM, the characters can do whatever they want, but the story is going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, once you kind of like
through it eventually.
Yeah, once you kind of like relinquish control a little bit, I think that the game as the GM becomes a lot more fun.
As the person who's only been a player in the last couple of years for you guys, you're definitely better at like dealing with the crazy shit that we end up coming up with. But and especially stream DMing and like this is a fun home game DMing is very different in what you want to do.
Two completely different things.
Like, you don't have 6 hours where you can screw around and discuss stuff and then it happens. So
you guys got to do a lot of your discussing offline, like ahead of the next episode, so you can execute what you want to do in the coming episode.
Yeah. Well, like one of the biggest things, like for me, as an example with like Cyberpunk, is I am running a very similar campaign in real life for people, but it's catered differently. And as an example, like they rolled up to a race, but there's a whole bunch of night market stalls set up, places where you can go buy things. And it was a shopping episode where it was like these 8 vendors that are carrying these like 65 different items, whatever. So I get to play like 8 different creepy, weird, fun shopkeepers. But then we did that for so long that we didn't get to the race. It's like, okay, well, whatever. We'll meet back up in 2 weeks and we'll do the race, and that's fine. But on the stream, it's like, okay, you guys roll up, and there's the crowd there, there's the race, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of night markets set up. That might be something fun to do after the race. So it's like, okay, you guys do the race. All right. Afterwards, hey guys, here's the items that are available. What do you want to buy?
But overall, I think we're doing great.
Yeah,
I'm proud of us.
It's always a learning process to
100%.
Smooth out the rough edges on streams.
Fucking this thing right here is a learning process. You know what I'm learning? That after this stream is I'm going to buy a fucking green screen. My headphone keeps
They're
disappearing.
Like $200, aren't they?
Huh?
They're like $200 for like a decent one.
I'm gonna spend $200 on the Elgato green screen on Amazon right after this. I'm not joking. That's gonna happen. I'm already tired of this fucking headphone disappearing randomly.
Are you kidding me? I lift my arm up and like, look, the green screen eats my tattoo. It's not even green.
Yeah, we're gonna have to invest in green screens for everybody, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Again, that's the whole thing. It's that slow progression.
Yeah. Yeah, we're using the easy tools that are free and available to us, and then we just upgrade things as we go. That's like literally if anybody ever went and watched our first streamed episode of D&D,
you don't need to.
You know what I mean?
Don't do that.
And then
it's cool.
Even like 3 episodes later, it was better. Like the first time we started using Discord, but then when people would drop randomly, everything fucking shuffles. So the screen grab you have is no longer fit. Oh god, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we found this.
It's incremental growth, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's progress by inches. It's taken us 2 or 3 years, but we're getting better. We look great.
Fuck yeah.
And you guys just need to move to Alberta, and then we can just do it all in person.
No. No. But that's a good segue into the other thing I'm looking forward to, which is moving. Haha. Moving in, I don't know, what the fucking day is it? Oh my god, it's exactly a month away.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I need to pack.
You're fully packed, right? You good to go?
Yeah, right, dude. I was talking yesterday, and I was like, I don't want this to be Ray. You were there. I don't want to be this to be a Pape move. When I moved off Pape Street, or was it Street Pape Ave? Pape Avenue. Anyway, I don't want it to be that again. So
it's a long that one.
It was just a little.
They showed up, and I wasn't done packing.
Yeah.
Pits.
It's like you've never met me. What the?
Come
fuck?
on now. You start now, and then a week or like a week before you're ready to move, everything's packed except for like the bare necessities.
Yeah, a box a day, man. That's a box a day.
Yeah. When I moved out of Kitchener,
though, that's fun.
Like I spent a month just like getting rid of the useless junk and donating it every week.
Yeah, that's something I got to do too. Like I've got a bunch of old clothes that I was going to donate before I moved out of my last place. Didn't have time, so we packed it, moved it. I need to do that so I don't do that again. You know what I mean? Like I need to.
You know what though? Like I already have an excuse. I'm not helping you move this time.
No, that's fine. We're hiring movers.
Oh yeah, you guys are hiring.
I'm also not moving anything this time. So
no, and honestly, like it wasn't you, right? But it was just moving in general. Like last time, I was like, I'm kind of done helping people move.
Yeah,
we're old now.
Yeah,
because people can afford movers.
That's the whole thing. Is that like anytime somebody's like, "Hey, I need a hand moving," I'm like, "Yes, absolutely." Because I might be that sort of like absentee friend, but like you need a hand, hit me up. I'm there to help you. But like my buddy Matt, like moved super last minute. Like he and his wife bought a house. He's like, "Hey man, I need your help in 2 weeks." I was like, "Nope, sorry,
good luck.
Can't do that." No.
You have the money to buy a house. You have the money to hire movers. Fucking figure it out. Yeah.
But I mean, they also just had a baby too. You know.
Get the baby to help.
So
Never
more
too
reason to
early
hire
to
movers.
start learning.
Yeah.
What else am I looking forward to? Ooh, I got another one. Sorry, and then I'll let you guys talk about things you're looking forward to or whatever. But the week of the move, like 3 or 4 days later, we're going to a spa in Whitby for like the day. That was one of the things that was on my credit card I was talking about earlier. And I'm really looking forward to it because it's like those like really hot like saltwater baths and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Hey man, can you when are you guys going to that?
Don't worry about it.
No. Sorry, I just not that I want to come with you.
Okay. It's like you're trying to start third wheel in there. I think it's the 6th maybe.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. That's the girlfriend's birthday. The reason I was asking is because I'm trying to find a place locally for the girlfriend.
This is Whitby I'm going to, homie.
Yes. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
okay, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, if this is a good place, let me know.
Dude, you know what you should do? Depending on how much it is, won't you do like a Blue Mountain thing?
Oh yeah, I've kind of forgot about Blue Mountain.
Yeah, they've got like spas and stuff up there. Like there's 3 different ones at Blue Mountain itself, I think.
Okay.
And like you can even just do like a 1 overnight thing or a couple, like do a weekend or whatever. But like that's where I bought all those hot sauces, right? Like I've done that, and like this is
the off season.
Yeah,
so it'll be a little less expensive.
It is. It is nice, honestly, and like it's, I don't know, it's like nice fall hikes that you can go on and stuff, or just like stay in front of like watch TV where there's the fireplace right underneath and get all warm and toasty. It's great.
Yeah, I'll probably hit you up for some recommendations later on.
I'll send that 100%.
Yeah. Cool.
And then the last thing is that after this, I'm going to my sister's and hanging out in the pool. I'm very much looking forward to that.
Nice.
That's my chill thing for this weekend.
Very cool.
What are you guys looking forward to this week? What do you got coming up that's cool? Don't say nothing.
Sure, I'll go first.
You fuckers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm back in school, so
yeah, boy.
For at least the next year, but yeah, no. I've been making friends with my classmates who are half my age.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun to be back out there.
Yeah.
College life is okay.
Yeah, it probably hits a little different in your 30s. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. Like since a whole bunch of my classmates are like this, like there's only like 20 people in my program, and like at least 5 of them are like fresh out of high school, so they're pretty young. But
that is literally half your age. Oh no.
Yeah, 36 in like a week.
That's less than half your age.
Well,
some of them are going to be 17, homie.
Yeah, I know. See, this is the thing. Like, I know today is one of their birthdays. It's like I don't know if they're turning 18 or 19.
Nice.
That's their friend.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So
Chittens.
there are some older students, but I'm pretty sure I'm still older than everybody. But
fair.
It's all right.
Hey, you know what I'm looking forward to? You know what? Now that you've mentioned it, you getting a new computer.
Yeah, that's gonna happen in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. You've had that fucking computer forever.
Hey,
you're gonna get one that starts up in less than 2 minutes. It'll be incredible.
Right. This computer is well traveled, all right?
It is. It's fucking global.
Yeah,
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, it survived going through Pearson Airport luggage twice. Lord. Like it got banged up, but it survived it.
Oh, that's funny. For me, things I'm looking forward to. I get my stitches removed in a week.
Yeah.
About 5 days. That'll be kind of nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
32 staples, by the way, is what I have in me.
So I know you have a bunch like here. Where are the rest?
It's elbow.
So, so from about here, to here.
Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah. About 24 staples there, 8 in the hand.
Ouch.
Yeah. So for the crowd, basically what happened was carpal tunnel surgery here. Playing video games and other menial jobs over the years kind of made that happen. But I had to have a nerve basically not replaced, but moved. It was in the wrong spot. It was on the outside of my elbow, and it was supposed to be on the inside of my elbow. So they just did a nice big incision there and just kind of put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it and I don't like it.
Yeah. I can feel it too. You know what? Like honestly, the recovery has been much better than I expected.
Yeah.
I was fully expecting to be like hyper depressed and like super like just stuck in bed. Like honestly, mentally, I've been really fine. Man. Yeah, just like in a good mood. I'm like I'm off work for 60 days. Thanks to frankly my job and being unionized, I've got like short-term disability benefits.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about my bills. Everything's covered, and like any money that I'd be losing for being off on disability is covered by the fact that I'm not really going anywhere right now. You know,
that's
yeah. So like honestly, everything is pretty fine. I just want to get back to being able to use two hands for a controller.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to get used to this feeling. Or
stuff here.
Yeah, just
you got the one hand's like, all right, it's locked in. The other one's gonna hold everything.
Well, so what I've been doing, so I actually have been playing like a lot of video games. Is like right now it's mostly like RPGs, like tactical RPGs, because
you don't need to be reflexive.
Yeah, exactly that. But every now and again, I try and use this hand, and do you know how fucking tiring it is trying to push the joystick forward? It is ridiculous how like fatiguing it is to my hand right now. Like I'm not even mad about it. I'm just thoroughly amused every time. Or like the lack of strength. I had to go put in like eye drops, right? And I was like, okay, you know, like I was able to like use the pen a little bit. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Could not squeeze drops out of an eyedropper.
So I know you're left-handed. Do you do left-handed mouse or right-handed mouse?
No, I do right-handed mouse. Yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
You did
Don't be one of those.
I told you, play TFT, man. It'll at least stimulate your brain, and you just need the mouse.
True. Yeah, it's only mouse.
I'll teach you how to play it.
I've told you. I thank you, but hell no.
It's not League.
It's really different, right? It's
no,
tactical.
No, I know that. I actually watched it being played, and it seems fine. It's just not my jam.
Fair.
That's all. Just not my jam.
Soft, but okay.
Yeah,
so okay. Soft.
You know me.
I thought you liked tactics.
Fucking
games.
10-ply, bud.
Well, that's why I'm playing Banner Saga as a side game right now.
Stop making up video game names because you know we won't know them.
It's like Jardine talked about Banner Saga for like 3 months straight. Come on.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see? Fucking bullshit.
Just leaving this call. Oh my god.
I'll let you know that I only played Banner Saga on my phone.
Yeah. Oh, was it on your phone? Okay, yeah. I thought you played all three of them though.
I didn't play 3. I played 1 and 2. But
that's fair.
I wanted to play 3. It's a good little like Viking tactics game.
Yeah. It's very clear when I'm playing it that it was a phone game first.
Yeah.
Because like the touchpad on the PlayStation 5 controller, I'll brush it accidentally and it's like I've swiped the screen and like the camera goes whoosh all the way over to the side.
I will say it's probably more user friendly to just get it on Steam so you can use
it probably is. But then I would have to pay for it. It's
Ray,
free.
You have a computer, use Steam, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you need to like join the PC Master Race.
No, I understand what you're saying, but hear me out.
If you don't, I'm taking it back.
These are games that are literally already available to me for free.
Yeah, that makes
sense. So I mean, I'm not going to pay for it if it's on Steam. If it's
TFT,
not available,
it's a free game.
Oh, true.
And on PC.
TFT, that stands for the fuck that.
Hey, I didn't suggest like Underlords or just like Dota Auto Chess.
Oof.
It's true.
No, thank you, but no. Yeah,
I started
I don't
on
know.
those.
No, I've mostly just been playing a lot of RPGs, and like I'm actually, if I can go with a recommendation.
TFT.
What okay, what shut up. What other recommendation do you want for what? Oh, he's gone. There he goes.
Worth it.
So the free game of the month this month for PlayStation Plus subscribers was Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh, I saw you posted something about that on something. I don't know.
I am in love with this game. So it is the Yakuza series is like a long running beat 'em up. I think it's been running since like PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Nice. It is yeah, it's a very goofy series. It tells like a convoluted like Yakuza soap opera kind of thing. But in this one, they decided to change it over to your like standard sort of like JRPG style. And it's actually mentioned in the story that like your main character, Ichiban Kasuga, is a like guy who grew up always wanting to be a Yakuza, had no parents, so on and so forth, but like really loved Dragon Quest and wanted to be a hero. And basically, long story short, you wake up in a new town, being saved from the brink of death, and he decides to like just go be the hero that he always wanted to be. So you gather a group of other people in the town: a disgraced cop, a homeless vagrant, and a nightclub hostess, and they become your party. And you wander around this town of Ijincho trying to help people out as you get embroiled in this like Yakuza soap opera.
Yeah.
But you have like a job class system where you can switch because you're all out of work, right? So you go to Hello Work, you're like your temp service, and they'll give you different jobs, which are your classes, like chef, musician, fortune teller, hostess, like bodyguard, bouncer, all of these things. And of course, you get your typical like different abilities and different stat level ups and whatnot. But the game is so aware of itself, and not in like that sort of like MCU kind of call out. It's just it knows what it is and doesn't try to be more. But you actually have a likable protagonist, which I'm sure you guys know doesn't happen in JRPGs.
No.
Like,
It's people I can't relate to even slightly.
No, like I mean, Cloud and Squall of like the two biggest Final Fantasy games have all the personality of a wet paper bag.
I will say in my youth, I did relate with Squall because he was very broody.
Yes,
and I was very angsty as a teenager. So
sure, but who isn't? And the thing is that like as kids, that's all we needed.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
a
little
like,
simple
I'm
plan.
also sad all the time.
Little Final Fantasy 8.
Yeah,
simple plan.
But like no, Ichiban's actually this guy that's like, hey, I spent a lot of time in prison. I'm really trying to make a difference here. I just want to help people out. And he's like always like supportive and like actually wants to listen to his teammates. He hears people out and he's like, okay, it's pretty fucked up, but like, do you need a hand?
Okay.
And like is actually this like charismatic character that I've found I really enjoy. I'm 60 hours in. I got a lot of time on my hands.
Hand.
But
hand, just on the one.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I can't recommend the game highly enough. It's going to be available for about another 5 days for free on PlayStation Plus. Absolutely worth investing your time into it, especially for the admission price. Nice. It's hard to beat. Play it.
Yeah. You got any recommendations, Jardine? I feel like I already know one for you. I'll say it for you if you need me to.
Like, not gonna play TFT.
Well, if you haven't watched it yet, watch Sandman.
It's pretty good. I watched Ring of Power yesterday.
Oh, how is it? I haven't watched it yet.
So like the critic reviews really good. The people on the internet trolling the reviews make it look horrible.
Okay.
Like it's been like review spammed, and Amazon
Why?
It's because people are assholes.
Well, because there's non-white people in it.
Oh,
it's true.
Jesus
there are.
Christ. Yeah, there's elves that are.
Yeah, but that's not it. They're just people are jerks.
Fair.
They've been like review spamming like all the new shows coming out, and like just so Amazon's taken like disabled reviews on the show.
Smart.
But it's good.
Nice. Yeah.
They've definitely put a ridiculous amount of money into production because it's the most expensive TV show ever.
Really?
Literally. Yeah. It cost them $250 million to get the rights to do the show.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
So it's ridiculous. And they spent hundreds of millions on the production. It's crazy.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I didn't realize until I was looking because I was trying to figure if I'd ever seen that actress before, the one that's playing like the main character.
Galadriel.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I didn't realize that's who it was. Or, like that's who it was like based around.
Yeah, it's the second age of Middle Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but you forget how old elves are in that fuck. You know what I mean? Like she's been around for like fucking ever. Yeah.
Yeah, in the first episode, they're talking about, yeah, we've been like killing orcs for hundreds of years already. So like, yeah, the first time skip is like 1,000 years for her. And she went from a child to she's like 20 now.
That's cool. Yeah. I am looking forward to checking it out, though.
I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of some of my cynicism. It's for me. I'm like, in my mind, it's that like I already know the stories because all these stories are sung in the Lord of the Rings, right? So like, the entire story arc of the entire series is going to be there already. But yeah, I guess maybe I just have to.
Apparently, there wasn't enough material written for this age.
Well, because it probably would have been all based off of, what was it, the
Similarian?
That's the one.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's where it probably would have. Yeah, that's where it would have come out of. But yeah, that was like a little.
Yeah, it's not that big of a book. So, like given approval by the Tolkien estate when they bought the rights, they've expanded on it.
That's cool.
So there's more stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 different storylines all happening around the same time.
Nice. I like that.
There's Elrond in it.
Hey, cool. Big O. I think it's one of those things where it's like, even like with Wheel of Time, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I got to give it a chance either way. You know what I mean? Is it going to be the thing that I want it to be? Probably not. But like, it's never the thing you want it to be.
I didn't invest the time to read 24 books in Wheel of Time, so the show pretty good.
14. Come on,
yeah, pretty good. Pretty good show.
I think the issue with Wheel of Time is that I wanted a televised recreation of the novels, and that
doesn't happen.
Not what I'm getting, and
that's never what happens.
No, and that was the thing, is that unfortunately I was like, okay, finally Wheel of Time's coming. You know, maybe they'll just tell me the story. I don't know why I thought that, and unfortunately it lost me really quick because I have my belief of how the Ashas work and whatnot. But with this, with Rings of Power, I guess the story's all there from the songs within Lord of the Rings, but there's a lot for them to expound upon, like you said. So I guess maybe like they can take a lot of creative leeway, and that I really shouldn't have any expectations. So yeah, you know what? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you know, I almost feel like that's kind of better. You know what I mean? Like there's not a strict thing that they have, like, you know, let's say like they have like 4 points they have to touch on, but they're gonna want to talk about like 200 different points. So like, as long as they hit those 4 within however many episodes this fucking thing's gonna be, it's like, yeah, okay, it's fine. It's like, they fight orcs. Check. Let's have them do 60 other things though, because we can. No one knows. It's great.
I will say, for people who like are super into like the book series for stuff, for like Wheel of Time and whatever, like a book doesn't translate 1-to-1 to a movie or a TV show.
It can't, because you can't get the narrative of inside someone's brain.
Yeah, and it's just like paced differently. Like I get that in the show they like hid the spoilers, by the way, for the Wheel of Time. Like they hid who was like the
dragon.
The dragon. Like they hid that because that's interesting for the show. But in the book, you just tell because it doesn't matter. It's not like a hidden thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's for the people who didn't bother like dumping 3,000 pages until the book gets interesting into it. Like you can just like enjoy the show.
Yeah, and
the series doesn't get interesting until book 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. I got to
saw
book 3 or 4.
Yeah,
and I was like, I just fucking can't anymore.
Yeah, I've restarted the series a couple times.
Yeah.
I saw a clip on like YouTube Shorts, and it's like they were talking about Wheel of Time. It's like, my friend recommended it. He said, it gets really interesting at book 6. So who wants to like invest 3,000 pages before it gets interesting?
Yeah, because those books are between like 500 and 800 pages.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, I think even later ones get really big too. Because I think Sanderson, once he takes over, he likes to expand on a lot of his stuff too. So
his books aren't small.
No, not well. So, like Mistborn books are pretty small, but the Stormlight Archive books are gigantic.
Yeah, huge.
So I have a bunch of them behind me. I think the smallest one is probably like fucking 1,100 pages. Like, Jesus Christ.
Whew. That's a lot of reading.
They thick boys.
Yeah.
I would suggest at least giving Ring of Power a chance. Like the production quality is crazy. Like it's nuts.
I'll give it a chance. I mean, you know what? Like I have to trust your recommendations because I have only watched the first episode of Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
It's a fantastic show,
but it's really good.
Come at me if you think otherwise.
I'm 100% on board. It's just that I haven't had the attention span to sit down and read a show again for a couple days.
It's so good
because it's a K-drama.
Right.
But man, it is so wonderfully acted, and there's something about the way Korean cinematography is done where everything just feels like bright and pure and like optimistic.
Yeah.
Like it's just presented so beautifully, and I mean, it's also a great opportunity to look in at like Korean architecture, and like
you'll like later in the season though, because then they go to like historical sites and stuff.
That's fantastic, because I mean a lot of that stuff ends up being like a come to South Korea, like you know, a lot of like tourism grabbing stuff, but yeah, it is beautifully acted, an excellent storyline, and really subverted my expectations of the autistic genius trope.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
For anybody who doesn't know now, yes, she has like autism, but she was like the first like lawyer to like pass the bar with autism in Korea.
Okay.
Yeah. And like the way she presents herself or like makes herself known within the first episode.
It's really funny.
It's so good.
Her name is Woo Young Woo. So her like she does it for the whole series, right? Every time she introduces herself, she's like, it's like can be read the same forward or backwards. And it's like kayak, race car, and she goes through all the other palindrome words.
Yeah. And then there's a whole thing of like where she's not supposed, like she obsesses over whales.
Yes.
And there's a whole scene at the beginning where like she's going in for her first day on the job, and her dad's like, "We don't talk about whales. We don't talk about whales at work." She's like, "Okay, but what if a situation comes up where I need to talk about whales?" It's like, "Do you work at an aquarium?" Well, no. Then in what situation would you absolutely need to talk about whales? Okay, but what if that situation does occur? You know, like it's honestly a wonderful show, and I fully intend to give it a watch. So that to be said is that if Jardine's recommendation for Extraordinary Attorney Woo, if that holds up, then Ring of Power can't be that bad.
There we go.
That show is so popular in Korea. Like normally K-dramas don't get picked up for a second series, like a second season. It's already been confirmed, but like the male lead's going to his military service, so you have to wait 2 years before they can film the second season.
Oh, no way.
But it's already been picked up by a U.S. production company to make a U.S. version of the show.
Damn. Okay.
Kind of like The Good Doctor, because that was originally a K-drama.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, I just worry about whenever an American production company gets its hands on anything, because it feels like a lot of the innocence goes away.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's The Office, or like The Good Doctor's on like season 5 or 6. Like, they've been taking the story pretty far. But sometimes it's the IT crowd, and it makes you really sad.
Yeah. Well, on that happy note, is there anything else you want to recommend before we call it for today?
I don't know how I feel about the House of Dragons. I've watched one episode.
I've watched the 2 that are out. I think the 3rd one comes out this weekend.
Yeah, I've got the 2nd one prepared to download because, heads up, I don't own HBO Max.
The 2nd episode, I think it's better than the first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know. Like, that season 8 of Game of Thrones ruined me on the franchise.
Yeah. No, that's 100% fair.
I'm very skeptical. I'll give it a shot. We'll see.
I think, well, at least so far, they're not like they keep doing like time jumps. Like the 2nd episode takes place, I think, like 6 months after the first.
I'm okay,
which I think is good.
Jumps.
Like I don't want to see fluff. Like just show me the main plot points. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. So
it's still weird seeing Doctor Who as like
Yeah.
One of the Targaryens.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I was like, wait a minute.
I
did like
know
the Leonardo
I know that
DiCaprio,
brow
like,
ridge.
Hey.
I'm just waiting for him to pull out the sonic screwdriver at some point. Like,
Yeah.
He was also in Morbius for everybody
Yeah,
because
he
nobody
was.
watched that movie except for me.
Yeah, no, I don't. I have
He was the
zero
villain.
interest.
man.
I just also don't really care about Jared Leto.
Have you seen the meme of like the Doctor Who guy like dancing shirtless? That's just a scene in Morbius. Because he's like a cripple through his whole life, and then he becomes the vampire. He's like, "Oh shit! Now I'm like ripped and I can walk." He just starts like doing the Spider-Man 3 dance sort of thing.
Oh no!
Like he's just like full on swagger.
Well,
Nope. I'm okay.
yeah. I think I can probably keep skipping that. And never watch
That
it.
movie was like great for being awful.
You know what? That could make it good if we ever get an event together where we watch some awful movies. We could yeet that one on screen.
It's definitely worth it just for how like crap the movie is. Like that's Double Dragon bad.
Ooh.
Is it Ghost Shark bad?
I've never seen Ghost Shark.
Oh, Jared.
I have never seen Ghost Shark either.
If you guys,
Are we doing a watch party tomorrow? Is that what's happening?
so okay, real fast. I'll give you a quick synopsis. There's like. There's not really. I don't know what I'm like expecting. I'm going to be able to say here. It's a ghost shark that can appear out of any body of water. When I say any, I mean like a cup.
Glass. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That happens at one point. Spoilers. But the main character, or like I guess like one of the main like heroes of the story, is the girl that used to play like the youngest child in Seventh Heaven. Like I don't know. I guess they just paid her a lot of money to do it. But like she's the main character. It must have been the last movie she ever made. I can't imagine
the first and last movie she ever made.
Yes. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like she's like, I'm gonna make it big.
Straight to VHS.
What the fuck? The whole thing is ludicrous. But yeah, if you want to watch a really bad movie, it was a rapper. Yeah, Luna. That's probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. It's worse than Batman Ninja. At least
Batman Ninja, like it's a fever dream, but I actually kind of liked it.
It's fun.
The animation, that kind of stuff, is actually pretty good.
The story is non-existent.
The animation is fine. Yes, yeah. I didn't hate it. But the monkeys and shit was just stupid.
But like Double Dragon, that's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Like when you see like essentially Bane in it.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the cosmetics.
It's a big rubber suit on the guy. Yeah.
Oh shit, Pitts. He's got like traps that go to the top of his head.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta just work only the traps.
I mean, to be fair,
for as much as
when
possible.
they were making a Bobo, they were working off a little like 2-inch sprite from an 8-bit NES game. So
yeah,
I feel like you could take some liberties and make it not look like.
I mean, Bobo's head was literally twice the size of his body. So I mean, they took that out of the game.
He was playing on DK mode from GoldenEye or what?
Yeah, just by virtue of the steroids, I think.
Yeah. I think we should watch Double Dragon this weekend. Like, it's a long weekend. We got time. Tomorrow evening, watch party. It's on Amazon Prime.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's on Prime Video.
Oh man.
Hard maybe. I think we tried doing a watch party once, and we
couldn't. It's like it's not that we couldn't. We just decided that too many people wouldn't be able to watch with us.
Oh, true.
But if it's just us, like, screw it. If you've got Prime Video and you want to join us,
yeah, we can do the thing where we are watching, and we don't stream the video. We just stream us reacting.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I'm like, okay, we're gonna press play now.
We can look into it. Maybe not this weekend. Maybe if we want to give a bit more time. Listen, I'm not against watching it, but maybe we want to give a bit of time to. I watched it as a kid, and I remember liking it, so it can't be that bad. Jokes. I was stupid.
No, it's really awful. It's like aggressively bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. I think that's it. Are we all out of the stuffs?
I'm all out of coffee. And,
me too.
I finished my triple espresso in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, you gotta make that fucking last, homie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go refill the cup.
Flowing through my veins now.
Yeah, it's flowing for me too, which is why we're going. I just want to say, hey everybody, thanks very much for coming out. This has been the first and kind of like our pilot of the Casual Morning Show. Yeah, if you were up this early, I appreciate you, and if you're watching this later, that was smart.
I appreciate you less.
Nah, I still appreciate.
We still appreciate you.
Yeah,
less though.
I don't
Than
want
the people who showed up on time.
Can you not insult
the opinions
no
expressed by Jardine do not necessarily reflect those of the rest of the casual ones?
Yes, they do.
Shut the fuck up. Thanks everybody who showed up, and thanks everybody for watching. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. Again, we're the casual ones. We stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and now Saturday mornings. The time slot everybody wanted. So
we had to fight for it.
Yeah, we really had to fight with the other networks. They weren't letting us do it. But on just so you know, God, my nose is so itchy all of a sudden. On Tuesday, we're going to be streaming our first episode of Onshire, which is a new D&D campaign that we're doing. That's going to be run by our one and only Rowan. So come out and take a look at that if you haven't watched that already. And then on Thursday, we'll be picking up our regular Punch Drunk Champions D&D campaign. It's our ongoing campaign in case you haven't seen it. But if you want to see some other new stuff, check through our VODs, because on Thursday, our boy Ray, he talked about it earlier. He's that way. He ran Cyberpunk. So we have the first episode of that, and that's going to be a multi-episode thing where we're going to be streaming that once a month. So we got lots of cool stuff on the go. Check out our social medias if you want to see more, or feel free to join our Discord, where we tend to post updates and we let everybody know when we're going live. And then we chat and show animal pictures and stuff too. It's all good stuff. But thanks again, everybody, for coming out. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.
Happy Saturday.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.